Hello, everybody. Sorry for the delay between sending out the message and actually being live. I went live in the completely wrong place. I went live on the Happy Side Hustle page as opposed to in this group where I sent out the message to tell you I was going to be live. So apologies for the delay between getting the message and actually me starting to talk. In fact, I did about a 5-minute. So hold on, I'm just going to refresh this page and make sure I'm live on the right page this time. Let's see. So I did about a 5-minute spiel on being lucky. There you are, Gillian. Right, I'm in the right page. I'm going to stop looking. So, Gillian, I don't know if you caught that, but I went live in the completely wrong place, and now look, I've messed up here. So, just did this big spiel on Locke on the Happy Side Hustle page, as opposed to the coach page that I meant to go live on. Anyway, I'm here now. Let's talk about luck. Do you consider yourself to be lucky? Is the question. So, Gillian, you're the only one that I know is on. Let me know in the comments. Oh, you saw me in there. Oh. Thank you for following me over here. I will go in and, in fact, I've got a meeting right after this. Could you go in and delete that, Gillian, whenever we fit, or actually when you're on here, if you can multitask. Okay, so for anybody else that's managed to find themselves across here, and for Gillian, just let me know in the comments if you consider yourself to be lucky. So I was telling a big story over on the other page about the fact that I do win competitions and that I do consider myself to be lucky and other people consider me to be lucky. And when I win things, people will say things like, wow, you're so lucky. I never win anything like that. And hi, Angela. Yay. Thanks for coming. 22 is your lucky number. I love that you've got a lucky number. And you having a lucky number, Angela, will make you even more lucky. And I'm going to come on to that. So, yeah. I am lucky. I consider myself to be lucky. I walk around in life believing that I'm lucky, and it's a really nice way to be. So I was reading something a bit earlier. This is where the idea for the topic came up. I was reading an excerpt from a book by Richard Wiseman called The Luck Factor. You think you're lucky. Good. I'm glad. And Richard Wiseman was talking about how he's done a whole load of research on luck over the years, and he created something called a Locke School. How cool is that? And he put people through this Locke School, and the idea was that he would teach them the behaviors and thoughts of people that did believe themselves to be lucky, to see if he could notice a difference in the self-assessment of luck levels of the people that went through Locke School. So I just thought that was absolutely fascinating. When I studied psychology back in the late 80s, that long ago, there wasn't just, I don't know whether positive psychology wasn't a big thing. In fact, it didn't even really have a name at that point. And the sort of experiments and what I did my thesis on, it was all fine. But if there had been things like this to study, I would have embraced psychology even more back in the day. I use it now, but I'm not so much involved in the academia of psychology. But anyway, I still find the experiments fascinating. And this Richard Wiseman experiment really caught my attention today. So that Richard Wiseman basically came up with 4 different things that you need to do to be lucky. So, and this is what he taught in his Locke School, and I thought I would pass them on to you. So, because there are 4 things that you can easily do and you might already be doing. So, number 1, try new things. So, one of the things that makes you not lucky is to overthink stuff and just not take action. And that is, certainly for Angela and Gillian, we've had this conversation before, where it's quite common in today's society for people to just really, really want to reflect and overthink. And it can lead to procrastination, and then it can lead to just not doing the thing in the first place. People that are lucky grab opportunities. They're able to push themselves out of their comfort zone, even though it feels a little bit uncomfortable. So stage one, or the first thing you need to do to be lucky, is take the opportunities that are presented to you. Like, give them a go. What have you got to lose? The second one is trust your intuition. I really liked this. So I'm always like looking for signs. People laugh and go, Julie, it's a sign. But I do genuinely believe that, well, in fact, Richard Wiseman put it really, really well. And I guess I didn't maybe have a scientific reason for this before, but Richard Wiseman describes your intuition as your brain detecting a pattern that you haven't consciously noticed. So it could be in a person's behavior, or it just could be in anything. You know, it could be in a job advert that you're attracted to, or anything. And generally, if you think back over your life, your intuition has been right. If you just get a feeling about something, it is normally right. Sometimes you get a good feeling, sometimes you get a bad feeling. But for me, I'm constantly looking for those good feelings. I'm constantly looking for those signs. And whenever I spot a sign, then I go, oh, it's a sign. I will take action. So those first two things go together really, really nicely for me. The third thing is about expecting to be lucky. When you expect to be lucky and you walk about life believing that you're going to be lucky, you are more likely to be lucky. So if you take something where you have a direct influence over, so you could argue that competitions, can be a little bit random. If you take something like being lucky at a sport, where you actually, or a pastime, like a leisure activity. So being lucky in, golf, as an example. My husband's a really, really big golfer. So if you believe that you're going to be lucky, you're likely to be more confident. So you're likely to be more optimistic. You're likely to be more relaxed, and therefore you're probably likely to swing the club better. Richard Wiseman did a bit of research as well around lucky charms and lucky numbers, Angela. And what he found was that regardless of any kind of woo-woo reason for those lucky charms or lucky numbers to actually bring you luck, if you believe they bring you luck, they are likely to bring you luck because they increase your confidence, they increase your optimism, they make it more likely that you're going to go and do something. So Angela, for you, for number 22, if you happen to, I don't know, if someone was selling a book of raffle tickets and 22 was the only number left, if it was a different number, you might go, oh, do you know what? No, it's fine. But you see 22 there and you go, actually, that looks like a bit of a sign to me. I'm going to buy that raffle ticket, which gives you then the 1 in 100 or whatever chance of winning. So it makes it so much more likely that you're going to win than if you didn't buy the ticket in the first place. So I just thought that was really interesting about trusting your intuition. And the last one, because I do have another meeting 7 o'clock and I shouldn't have talked for 5 minutes on the wrong page. The last one in Richard Wiseman's kind of 4 key things to being lucky is to turn bad luck into a lesson. So instead of going, oh, I have got terrible luck, that was terrible luck, I can't believe that thing happened to me, you go, wow, what's the learning from that? Because, you could frame bad things happening to everybody, but actually, if you don't do anything at all, then bad things are unlikely to happen to you, but neither are good things, which goes back to the full loop to number 1, which is try new things. Put yourself out there, try new things. If you're the one that's out there trying new things, you're the one that's going to be lucky. I thought they were lovely. So recap, Richard Wiseman, 4 ways to create your own luck or be a luckier person. The first one, try new things. The second one, trust your intuition. The third one, expect that you're going to be lucky. And the fourth and final one, turn bad luck into good by creating a lesson from it. It makes you resilient. It makes you more likely to go back around the circle again and try new things. 4 things that you can take away and action. what was most interesting about Richard Wiseman and his Good Luck School, which which is the name of the experiment where he taught people who didn't believe they were lucky, the strategies of being lucky. In the end, 80% of them self-rated to feel that they were more lucky. But what really struck a chord with me was not only did they believe they were more lucky, they also rated themselves much more highly on the happiness scale. So luck and happiness go like that. Because if you walk around in life being lucky, believing that you're lucky, attributing things to luck, and not attributing things to luck as in, saying, oh, I didn't deserve that, I was just lucky. But if on top of your successes, you then feel that brilliant things just happen to you, that's what the world is presenting to you. Those are the things you'll notice. Those are the ways that you'll put yourself out there to generate those, and you will be more lucky and therefore more happy. And who doesn't want that? How nice is that? Locke School. So you've had a very quick 15-minute lesson in Locke School. Thank you so much for coming along, Gillian and Angela. I really appreciate you being here and commenting. For anybody else that watches later, if you wouldn't mind putting #replay, just so that I know that you've seen it, and I would be very interested to know your comments on this. So that's the end of this episode, because I really have to go on to another call. However, I will be back on Thursday with another topic. So once again, I'll send out a wee message before I go live, but it'll probably be around the same time on Thursday night. So take care. Have a great week, everybody. And I will speak to you then. Cheers. Bye.